Hello people, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to the Melodramatic Bookworm family. Also welcome to a brand new book haul, but this time it's an ebook haul in which I have bought a few ebooks since the last time I made a book haul video. I don't even remember when that was, but in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about the ebooks that I've bought since then, and also I will show you the books that I have borrowed from the library because I went. That is a book that I should definitely read, and they've been with me for a while now. Anyway, so I've combined these two, and also there's one book that I had borrowed from the library, but I deemed it important enough that I wanted to highlight in it, so I bought the paperback copy. So without any further ado, let's dive right into this video and let me share with you all the ebooks that I've bought and all the library books that I have borrowed and the one paperback copy that I bought. The first four books, not one, four books are by Anna Huang and Huang. And I bought these in February when I was doing the romance Valentine's Day vlog, and I thought I'd be able to read these also. I'd actually thought I'll read 14 books for that vlog, but I ended up reading I think 7 or 8, I don't remember exactly. But these four books are the Twisted series. I don't know how these books are, but I've heard that they are good, like decent romance books, although they are supposed to be steamy. I've heard that on the whole the storyline and the romance in there is really well done. So I got curious and I bought these four books, but I haven't read them. Let me know if you think I should prioritize these books over any other romance books that I find. Next is The Craft of Love by E. Ottoman. I have spoken about this book and the next book that's about to come in the Valentine's Day vlog. If you'd like to go check that out, link here as well as in the description box below. But The Craft of Love is a good one. I really liked it. I rated it 4 stars, I think. It is the love story between a transgender man and a cisgender woman in 1830s New York. The woman is a quilt maker and the man is a silversmith, and how they come in contact with each other, how they fall in love forms this entire story. It's a short book and it was a good one. Next is Let It Shine by Alyssa Cole. This is another book that I've already spoken about in that video. Go check that out. And this is also a good book, if I remember correctly. I rated this also 4 stars. This is the love story between a black woman and a Jewish man, set during the time of the Mississippi Freedom Riders. So much history, there's so much to learn about in these few pages that it made the whole experience even better. Next is A Truth About Me by A. Revati. This is an autobiography, a memoir of A. Revati, and in this book she talks about her life as a transgender woman, what are the traditions that the Hijra community in India follow, and how she had to follow all of these, and the trajectory that her life has taken, her equation with her family, and her equation with the community as a whole. It was an intense read, and I feel like it is something that everybody needs to read. It's so eye-opening, it's informative, and on the whole, even though it meanders a little towards the end, Revati has encapsulated everything very well in however many pages she has written, the book that she has written. I read it as part of Drama Queen-a-thon, but never got around to sharing it in a sort of a wrap-up with you, even though I had it planned, but things happened, couldn't. Next is Everyday Revolution, Finding Clarity, Conviction and Joy with Feminism by Amrita Purkayastha. This is a book that the author had approached me about for research purposes. So even though I wasn't on social media when this book was released, I really wanted to buy it, and because one, I wanted to support the author, and two, I wanted to see what the author had to say about everyday life and the little revolutions that we bring about in our everyday life, what we have to go through as women in India. I haven't yet been able to read it, but I'm hoping that I will be able to very soon. And next, I bought 3 Agatha Christie books. Why? I don't know. I can't answer that. But I'm looking at the list and I can actually answer that because now I remember. The thing is, I had a friend get me a copy of The Body in the Library, which is the second in the Miss Marple series by Agatha Christie. But I didn't have the other books in that series, in the Miss Marple series. So what did I have to do? I had to obviously get the other books in the series. So I bought the copy that my friend had got for me of The Body in the Library. The book, The Body in the Library, is back in India. So I bought the Kindle edition. And then I bought Miss Marple number 1 and Miss Marple number 3 just to have a collection of those books. And then I can get the remaining later. Smart, no, I. So the first book is Murder at the Vicarage, I think. The Murder at the Vicarage or Vicarage. I can never know how it's pronounced. That's the first book. And the third is The Moving Finger. So now I have the first 3 books in the Miss Marple series. These are the last of the ebooks that I bought. So now moving on to the library haul. The books that I borrowed from my library. First up, I had borrowed this book, Detransition Baby, from the library, and I had even started reading it. I read about 5-6 pages and then I realized that I need to highlight this, and I obviously can't do it in a library book, so I went and bought this copy. The library book was hardcover, but this is paperback. Obviously, hardcovers are expensive. So I bought this one. And I haven't been able to read this book since then. But whenever I start reading this, I'm going to highlight so much. That's all. So the next book is obviously Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabriel Zevin. And this is about 2 gamers meeting in a hospital. Hospital, is it? Yes, hospital, and then years later meeting again and then coming together to create a new game or something of that sort. Then the third is The Doll and Other Short Stories by Daphne du Maurier. And I loved Rebecca. I loved Daphne du Maurier's writing. It's so eerie, it's so creepy. And when I saw this, I immediately went, I need to get this book, I need to read it. Next is another book that Next are 2 books that I said I'd read for Drama Queen-a-thon, but again, I never got around to reading them. First is Sorrow and Bliss by Meg Mason. This is something that people have told me that I'll fall in love with. So first I had borrowed an ebook from the library for this, but I kept renewing it but never got around to reading it. But I thought if I have the physical copy, I found it. And if I have the physical copy, I am going to be able to read it. So I'm hoping that I will read it this month. And then there was Know My Name by Chanel Miller. I read 60 pages of this book and then things got a little worse for me personally. So I knew I couldn't read any further. But I know that I do want to read this book. I do want to find out what exactly happened. It's the whole thing. And then Over My Dead Body by Jeffrey Archer. This is the 4th, I think, in the William Warwick series. I've read the first 3. This was on my TBR. I love Jeffrey Archer's books because they are so fast, so easy to read and so mind-numbing. There are so many twists at the same time. And they are also full of hope because you don't know what is going to happen, but you know that sometimes not knowing what is going to happen means that something good is going to happen. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, William Warwick was a character created by the fictional character Harry Clifton that Jeffrey Archer created. So it's like a nested doll sort of situation going on here. And last but not the least is this book, Family of Liars by E. Lockhart. This is the prequel to We Were Liars by the same author, obviously. We had read it for Bookbound Club. That was the last Bookbound Club live that we had done. But things happened and things have been happening since then. But we loved it. We had a great discussion. If you'd like to go check that out, link here as well as in the description box below. And this is something that I thought, oh, since I've read that, I need to read this as well. So I got this. Maybe this will tell me how things got to the point as they were and why people ended up the way they ended up. Okay, so those were the ebooks that I bought since the last book haul, and the books that I have. This one is I've bought, and these 6 I've borrowed from my library here. What did you think of this video? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Which of these books have you read? Which ones did you like? Which ones did you not like? Which ones would you recommend that I get on with reading right away? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, please like it and share it to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.